So yeah, another behind the scenes video. I have rearranged my room a bit. Still pretty messy. Still got to figure out what I'm going to do with the camera and the backdrop, and obviously all the crumminess that is recording just an off the cuff video. But hey, that's the point. The videos have had like 2 views, which I assume are from bots, which is pretty cool that videos that I thought would have 0 views for a very long time would actually get watched, which is great. So yeah, there's activity on the channel in the way that there's some activity. 1 or 2 is a number, and that counts as some. So it's a factual statement. There you go. It's only up from here. Get those views counting. And obviously on top of that, the behind the scenes for this week is that I have drastically improved from my bedridden sickness of last week, of the week before as well. So I was actually quite productive over this past week of getting stuff sorted and figuring out, okay, hey, this time last week I obviously made the promise that I was going to put up my first video, which I have done. Just prior to recording this, I put up my how-to, my slides intro, which was an easier process than I thought it would be. And hey, that's the wonders of modern technology. Again, not really knowing much about what I do or how to do this just yet means that it is a very steep learning curve, and I'm quite happy that I am starting it. So on a personal level, yeah, still dealing with a lot of things, but way better than where I was at Christmas, and obviously doing a lot of the thinking and planning over January to sort of clean up a lot of my own personal life to get myself to a situation where this now as a hobby is something I can start doing a bit more of. I ran through a lot of the behind the scenes stuff, so some of the artistic domains of the projects that I want to work through. So I hand wrote some stuff. Obviously they're pretty blank because they're just outlines, which is sort of what I just ran through in the my first slides video, which hey, you can go to and watch that on the channel now if that's something you want to do. And so yeah, so this behind the scenes is basically, I've outlined the plan, I've made the plan, and now I'm starting to see where it goes. Again, it's all very clunky, it's going to be very awkward and strange, and it's not going to be, something that's commercially viable anytime soon, and, if ever. So again, obviously, this year is basically, these videos, a lot of the stuff I'm putting out now is all just trial and error, figuring stuff out. And being okay with making mistakes, and that's obviously the real reason why I'm doing these behind the scenes videos, is that I want it to be a really authentic experience for myself. If 15, 20 years down the track, I've made a career out of doing this, great. You can always look back and look at this and go, hey, yeah, I'm proud of the fact that I was able to give this a go, and I was able to be myself and be aware that I was, authentic at what I've done. And the great thing about saying that is that I can still say that whether in 15, 20 years I have not done this at all for a very, very long time. It's something that I gave up, because at least I know that I won't die wondering. And that's the importance of what I'm doing, is that this is a space that I've really wanted to move into for a long time, have never given it a go. I've only flirted with the idea of actually doing it, and now I'm actually doing it. And that's what makes me feel passion and proud of the fact that I have overcome this scaredy catness, this fear of the unknown, this anxiety and worry about, is it actually going to be something I'm ever going to do? Is it something I'll be good at or not? And it's finally gotten to that stage, where you bite the bullet, so to say. You kind of just go and you just suck it and see. You just give it a go. And so, yep, hey, I hope that I can look back at the end of this year, calendar year 2024, and say, I've done this for a year of my life. I've journeyed into a space that I've told myself I wanted to move into, but haven't actually moved into for a while. obviously ever. And I've been telling myself this for a while to go ahead and do this, and I'm actually at the stage where I'm out there and I'm giving it a go. And so right now, yeah, I've got some real, crappy equipment, and it is definitely about that learning to do what you can do and see where the passion comes with what you have. And should in the future, over the next week, month, few months, year, I don't know, any of those sort of steps take place where, I'm starting to feel and learn, and hey, this is an area that I do want to develop and learn and grow more into, then, I might obviously financially, pay into that, try to get, some better equipment, a better setup, and go from there. But again, this is just the real, down to earth, authentic, hey, I'm giving it a go, right now. Just trying to figure it all out. Some of the stuff I've also sort of been thinking of behind the scenes is, like, obviously the point of creating stuff, apart from me learning it, is to share it with others, right? So then that means there's that whole community aspect, that whole creating a community. So whether that's, expanding on socials, putting more content out there, all that kind of stuff that you think about. So that's something that's been playing in the back of my mind. I'm not sure how keen I am on that, because I'm not doing this for, obviously clout or for people to watch my videos, and, quote unquote, be a YouTuber or content creator. I do want to create content, but that's, if nothing else, it's for, the reason that, one, I feel like I'm a creative person and I want to expand and give things a go. And the other fact is that because this has been something that I've lived with as an idea of something I've wanted to try for so long, I'm selfish in saying that I'm doing this for me. And so I'm not, doing it for a community, for other people. But obviously, I am aware that if this is something that I do start to do, then actors don't just act in their bedrooms alone. They, put on a performance for other people. And because that is something that's passionate inside of me, wanting to go out and entertain and figure out how this whole, film, magic, theatre, production, editing, system works, then perhaps that's obviously something I'll need to cultivate in the future. So it's, obviously nothing that I'm working on right now, but it is something that I'm aware of and something I might work into in the future. But sort of with where I'm at right now and just sort of learning how to figure it all out, I'm happy with the fact that I've finally put out a video that wasn't just a behind the scenes video. It's been 6 weeks, and I finally put something out there. So that's the first slides how-to video, and you can obviously go and have a check up on that one. And obviously in that video I mentioned some of the stuff that I will be working on. Obviously, what I just showed you in that picture is stuff that I'll be working on, and I really hope to work towards that moving forward. So hey, thanks for coming along this journey with me, and thank you to me for actually giving this a go. You're actually living up to what you want for once. You're not going to die with the music inside of you, and you're actually going to give it a go. So be proud of that fact. And to the rest of you, as I said, thanks, and catch you on the flip side.